Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Monday morning. I know it's Monday morning, but we're going to be talking about feeling thankful. So grab a cup of coffee. If you want breakfast, get that, and then let's get into it. And hopefully it'll be a good start to the day. I'm a self-confessed car nut, and I love the research involved in choosing new one. And then the anticipation of getting it. Once I've got it, I really enjoy driving it, but you soon start thinking about what shall I have next? I do confess that pre-lockdown I was getting fed up of roads congested by 40 million vehicles. The few journeys out since lockdown started to ease has been an absolute delight and reignited my love of the internal combustion engine. One of our cars is leased, and this means we can swap it fairly easily. It means for me that I have to avoid all the nasty things that I don't like about cars and the joy of driving, like getting it serviced, changing the tyres, or having to sort out an MOT. We had planned to change ours towards the end of March, but there was a small hitch, and the day for handover was sorted out finally for the 23rd of March. Then there was another small hitch with the paperwork, and then Boris announced the lockdown. And now my nice, bright, shiny new car has also been locked down in some compound somewhere, all alone, gathering dust. But today is the day that it's unlocked, and hopefully we'll be getting it today. How exciting. Life getting back to normal, hey? Is that your biggest wish after all this time? Just to get back to normal? Or have you learnt something valuable during this time? I have learnt that as long as the sun shines and I can get outside, then I'm happy and increasingly content with a simple life. This spring I have witnessed the glorious awakening of nature and life itself. Also, some things don't need to be important to be good. This tan is 100% homegrown in my own garden. So what have I learnt during lockdown other than post-retirement I'm going to be very content during spring and summer and possibly very miserable in the winter? I think that the thing that I have learnt most about is the importance of relationships. Too often in the past we've been living our lives that are so busy that we miss the most important part of it. The key in our life is to have strong relationships with God, our family, and with other people. And so the key there is relationships. And this morning I'm feeling thankful for relationships. Next Sunday when I preach, I'll be focusing on the key facet of our life, which is to be in relationship with our God. Jesus taught us very clearly in the Gospels, love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your strength and with all your mind, and love your neighbour as yourself. Just so good. To have a meaningful relationship with anyone, you need to carve out time and space and give them priority. We'll discuss this more in relation to our key life relationship next Sunday morning, as I've already said. They do say that absence makes the heart grow fonder. I'm not sure that's in the Bible. And I can tell you that my list starts with my children, their partners, and my grandson, whom seems to be learning a new trick every day. But it stretches to those in my church family as well as my natural wider family and friends. My grandson, who is now over 7 months old, has learnt to say no when it's bedtime this weekend. I wonder where he gets those traits from. I wouldn't like to comment anymore. I didn't see my younger brother for 4 months, and these last few Saturday mornings have been a joy because we've been able to meet up and play golf together while sorting out the world and exercising socially distanced golf. We met some relatives on Tuesday night in the garden, and it was lovely to see them on what was actually turned out to be last night of the lovely weather for a while. We've kept in contact with most of the church, but there are one or two that it has been a struggle, and I'm missing them terribly and want to be back in communion with them. Some of our spiritual times have been wonderful online, but so are some of the social times. I will appreciate the one-liners of Cliff, Russ and Neil for a long time after we've forgotten what Zoom is. The biggest thing I am thankful for is the unique time where we can reassess our priorities. Proverbs 15 in the Message encourages us to learn from our experiences like the one that we're in at the moment. Welcoming correction is a mark of good sense. The lives of God's loyal people flourish. A misspent life is soon bankrupt. Perceptive words spread knowledge. Fools are hollow. There's nothing to them. God can't stand pious posers, but he delights in genuine prayers. A life frittered away disgusts God. He loves those who run straight for the finish line. It's great to think that God wants us to have a target and move towards it. And for me, I've learned that one of my targets is to be in relationship with people. We clearly need to learn what is important to us and what is important to help us flourish in our lives. This new car then, hopefully we are picking it up later today, and I do confess that times have to change and I have to learn that I need to change. So as well as having an internal combustion engine, it's my first car that will have an electric motor as well. You see, you can change. I trust that you have a great day, but also make sure it's one lived with a thankful heart that is open to learn what is truly important in life. Now, what car shall I have next? Jeanette?